let's look at these. How about we start with number 1? Okay, first of all, it says quadratic form of shell steps and work. Round to the nearest hundredth. That should be your hint right there that on these, everybody do this with me, there's going to be decimals. Yes?
You have a pen or pen like
I got a pen. I'm not very good. A red one.
Here, no. Here.
Yeah, she got you.
I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
first of all, is everything set equal to 0? Yes. What's my A?
3,
My B?
2,
C?
96.
Okay. What goes there? What letter goes there?
B.
B, so that would be 2. What letter goes there?
B,
So that would be?
2,
What letter goes there?
A, which is 3,
What letter goes there?
and then negative 6.
What letter?
C.
Which
C.
is?
C.
What letter goes there?
Which is 3.
Okay. So I get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of. That's 4. Negative, positive. How many? I've got. Anytime you're multiplying, guys, if you have an even number of negatives, your answer is positive. Jacob, please take the books off your desk so you quit being able to hide your phone. And put your phone up, please. You have an even number of negatives, so what's your answer going to be? Positive. If it's an even number, the answer is positive. If it's an odd number, the answer is negative. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 6, 72. Is that right? Over 2 times 3 is 6. So you're left with negative 2 plus or minus the square root of, what's that going to be? 76 over 6. All right. Here's where these are kind of different. I didn't even try to make them to where they come out even. So you're going to get decimals. So you're going to put that into your calculator and you're going to round to the nearest hundred. Okay? A lot of these are going to end up being, let's see, I'm putting 76 in, or I'm going to put square root sign of 76, press equals. See what you get there? Just round to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth is what decimal place? Second one. So look at the second number, it's a 1, to the right of it is a, so we'll make this 8.72. So it's negative 2 plus or minus 8.72 over 6. Okay. Here, am I starting, do I have a decimal? I asked you to put decimals in your bill. I am, aren't I? So that means no longer do you have to simplify fractions. Now you just use your calculator, correct? So, all I'm asking you guys to do is split it up. Negative 2 plus what? 8.72 over 6. And you can put x1, x2 would be negative 2 what? Minus 8.72 over what? 6. So just figure out what both those are. Zoom out, I guess so you can see the calculator. So what do we got here? I'll do the first one. So I'm going to put negative, there's negative 2, what? Plus 8.72, and then I close my parentheses. Oh. I'm going to press equals that. See how I added those two up? And then what am I going to press? Push. Divided by what? 1.12. For the next one, what is it, a negative 2? So I'm going to press negative 2, and it's minus 8.72 equals negative 10.72. What am I going to do next? I got the top, now I press divided by what? 17, or 1.7 what?
9.
I need to put 1.79. And you're done. that you wouldn't have been able to do by factory. Oh, what did I forget to write over here? And I want you guys to do it every time.
Rewrite the.
Yeah, I want you to rewrite it here, just to remind yourself every time to make sure it's equal to what? 0. That, I want you to do that, just, that's my way of reminding you every time that before you know what A, B, and C are, you have to have everything set to equal to 0. Tell me when you got this written down and I'll, go on to another one. I'm gonna jump down to number 7 if you're wondering which one I'm gonna do next.
Ready?
We ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this one. First of all, is everything set equal to 0?
Yeah.
So it should be negative 2x squared plus 18x plus 10 is equal to 0. What's my A?
-2.
What's my B?
18.
What's my C?
10.
What was a little different about this that you haven't seen normally? The negative's in front of the A, isn't it?
Yeah.
Glad you guys picked up. It's still -2. Okay. What letter goes here? B. What is B?
18.
What letter goes here?
B.
What is it? B. What letter goes here? What is A? -2. What letter goes here? C, which is? What letter goes here? A, which is? -2. What's 18 squared? I'm gonna get what? 324? What about here? What's my sign gonna be? Negative times a negative times a positive. How many negatives am I multiplying there? 2. Is that an even or odd number? Does no one in here know whether 2 is an even or an odd number?
It's negative.
Even, so the answer must be positive. Because anytime you multiply a bunch of even numbers, the answer is positive. What's 4 times 2? What's 4 times 2? Please, class, what is 4 times 2? 8 times 10. 80. Over, what is 2 times -2? -4. No, she's not. Yes, she is. She's just not. Now, this would be a -18 plus or minus the square root of, what's 324 plus 80?
404.
404 divided by -4. At this point, what am I going to do? A lot of calculator work left, right? Okay, so at this point, I need to see what the square root of what? Square root of what, guys?
404.
That's going to be, when I round that up, it's going to be 20.1, isn't it? Oh, that's not the whole thing. So it's -18 plus or minus. Amen. Oh, is it? I'm sorry. James? All of that over is -4. That's just real that up. So now when I split it up, x1 is equal to what? -18 plus what? 20.1 over -4. x2 would be -18 minus 20.1 over what? -4. So now it's just a matter of putting it in the calculator and figure what your two answers are. Everyone agree with that? Okay, I'm gonna put in, first thing I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna go with negative 18 plus 20.1 equals 2.1. That's, okay, yeah, that's right. And then I'm gonna press divided by negative 4. Everybody see?
Yes.
A negative 0.53. A negative point, make sure I can see that point, 53. For the next one, first thing I'm gonna do, negative 18 minus 20.1 equals what? Negative 38.1, and then I'm gonna divide by what? A negative 4, 9.53. Positive 9.53. In a way, I know you get ugly answers, but as much as I know you guys love using calculators, in a way, is this easier? Because you don't have to, leave it as a fraction. Don't discriminate against ugly people, it's not our fault. When you're done writing that one down, turn it over, and I just pick 9, 10, 11, or 12. Which one of those you want me to do?
Do 11, cause, yeah,
Okay.
cause yeah.
Okay. Tell me when you got that down. Has everybody got that down?
Yes.
Anybody, you guys ready for me to unfreeze it?
Yes.
Okay. Number 11. Is everything set equal to 0?
No.
No. What needs to not be there? I need to make that into a 0, so subtract negative 8x from both sides. So what is, that makes the right side 0, which is what I want. What's left on the left now? 25x squared. What should I put second?
Minus 8x.
Minus 8x, and then what? Minus 10. Now, I know what my A, B, and C are, don't I? My A is what? My B is what? Negative 8. My C is what? B goes here. What do I put here? B goes here. What do I put here? A goes here. What's A? C goes here. What's C? A goes here. What's A? What's this become? Positive 8 plus or minus the square root of? What's 8 squared? 64. What's my sign going to be here?
Plus.
4 times 25 is 100. Times 10 is 1,000, isn't it? All of that over, what's 2 times 25? That's really ugly, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. So you can get 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 plus 1,000 would be 1,064. All of that over 50. Well, do any of you know off the top of your head whether 1,064 is a perfect square or not?
Yes and
No.
no.
I don't.
It's not.
106 square root of 1064. What do you get in your calculator? 32.6190 something something something. So if it's 32.619, what will it be?
32.62.
32.62 divided by 50. Now is when I split it, correct? So x1 is equal to 8 plus 32.62 over 50. x2 is equal to 8 what? Minus 32.62 over 50. first thing I put in my calculator.
Oh,
I have to take it too, dude.
Okay, so for the first one, I go 8 plus 32.62 equals 40.62, and then I press divided by 50. What'd you guys get?
I got 0.81.
0.81? So I got 2. For the next one, I should go 8 minus 32.62 equals 24.62 divided by 50. What do you get now?
I got,
Negative.
0.549.
No, you should have got 0.49.
Oh,
I got negative 0.49.
Now, if you guys held this longer, if you guys put the non-rounded one in here, that could have happened.
wouldn't it be negative?
Yeah, it's negative.
Should be,
Yeah, 0.49 should be negative.
yeah. Very good. Okay,